It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Welcome to the Real Word Season 8, Episode 12. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. Shout out to all the people that follow us on Instagram. That's at the Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram. That's at the Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram. Also, you can catch us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/therealword7, the Real Word 7 like Mike Vick, or the Real Word Ministries Inc. Catch us on podcasts at Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Soundcloud, and Apple Podcasts at the Real Word Podcast. We're also on the Brick Network every Tuesday and Thursday at 12, 1, and 4. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself, gentlemen.
I'm ready to know the one and only Ace Urban. I have me on Instagram, Ace Urban 11. If it ain't 11, ain't me, but I already drunk on my water, so ain't no more water.
Yeah, it's Kimmel Hall, the True Hallway on Instagram, BK Truth on Soundcloud, YouTube starting up. I gotta ask, I wanted to ask last time, but we had guests and everything,
Yeah, what's up?
What's Michael Vick doing, man?
Michael Vick's still rich, though.
It's just, I haven't heard about him in a while, man.
He be on the NFL countdown shows.
Yeah,
okay, I was just making sure he good,
He was doing the sports commentary. Recently, he did a charity event in Georgia. No, he's not from Georgia.
Philly,
Virginia.
Virginia, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
Virginia Tech, yeah.
Yeah, in Virginia, he did a charity event recently in Virginia. Thing was talking about it. Nori was talking about it on Drink Champs. That's how I knew about it.
Okay.
And he do podcasts too.
He do? Wow. That's good.
Everybody do podcasts. But he's back rich because remember he had signed that other $100 million deal with the Eagles, and then he was on the Pittsburgh Steelers for a little bit.
Word.
Yeah.
I lost track of him after the Eagles, man.
Yeah.
So when
I think he was on Miami
at
one time too, right? Was it Miami?
Falcons. I remember the Falcons.
I think he was in the Miami practice squad or something.
No. I don't know about. You talking about the Dolphins?
Yeah, the Dolphins.
I don't remember if he wore that jersey, but I know he wore.
If it wasn't Mike Vick, it must have been his brother Marcus Vick.
Might have been Marcus Vick on the Dolphins.
I know he was on.
Yeah, I think it was his brother.
Yeah.
I just had to ask, and it crossed my mind when last time you brought up Mike Vick. So
I don't know if he was on that one. I don't know about the Dolphins.
Mike Vick is the man.
Talk about black athletes that changed the world. I feel like every time they change the world, they got some dirt on them that just...
They get caught up.
Deshaun Watson.
But...
Every time.
They did the
time,
Deshaun Watson dirty, like...
It's hard to change the world without them looking for some dirt on you, like...
I think he go through the same situation like Bill Cosby, but the NFL version.
Yeah. I don't want to be racist or nothing, but we used to have those conversations watching football games all the time. Like, it's because he's not black, he's not getting that rough in the passer call. Like,
certain people got away with certain things, like Ben Roethlisberger. Like,
Jesus.
Ray Lewis used to hit hella hard.
Ray Lewis killed a man in real life.
Exactly.
Hey man, it was a dispute.
Oh, in regards to Vick, he was on the Falcons, the Eagles, the Jets, and the Steelers.
Yes, that was
I
the
know he
green
definitely
team, the
wasn't on
Jets.
those Dolphins. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so that could have been.
I didn't know he made it to the
his
Steelers.
brothers.
Steelers. That was his last. The Steelers was his last run.
I didn't know he made it there.
He went from
Man, he traveled.
the Falcons to the Eagles to the Jets. I ain't gonna lie. Him being on the Jets, I don't know why Geno Smith was the starting quarterback during that time.
Yeah, he was trash.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, why?
His brother was on the Dolphins. Marcus Vick was on the Dolphins.
Yeah, I remember that.
In 06.
I remember that. AJ used to play with them in Madden just to see if he was as fast.
Yeah, for some reason I remember Vick on the back of a Dolphins jersey, but it was his brother. Yeah, Marcus Vick. His little brother.
I know about Marcus Vick though.
He ain't live up to the reputation. I mean,
He kept wilding out, spoiled
Both
kid.
brothers can't be.
I don't know what they were. I don't know. You think the older brother would be like, "Yo, chill. They watching you hard." Look what happened to me. Like,
His little brother had gotten in trouble too, Marcus Vick. I forgot what he did.
yes, sir.
Marcus Vick.
Wasn't it Marcus Vick that stepped on the guy's foot during the game?
I'm not too sure. Mark, I stopped following the Vick thing after the Eagles. Really.
With the Eagles.
I stopped following.
Nah, he was still. I think he was still good on the Jets. They just put Mr.
I was actually-
Geno Green.
Like, the man does so many. Well, other than Mark Sanchez, who did the butt fumble, the Jets had a good team. It's just that they just had a terrible quarterback.
Man, I just want to say that scrambling quarterbacks were what we used, the colors used to do. They gave us a whole lot of ish for it, and now everybody want a scrambling quarterback. They praising them. The guy from the Bills, they praising them.
Nah, the guy from the Bills though, he could throw though.
We were able to throw too. They used to say, "Oh, we don't want those arm strength. We need accuracy."
You talk about when you talk about from a balanced perspective, it's different because look at Lamar Jackson. Yeah, he could run, but his passing, I'll give him a D.
But you supposed to use the skill you got.
Yeah, but that's why he don't got a ring yet.
Nah, that ain't why.
Nah, he came close one year.
They definitely a talented team. Yes,
I could name his record.
Nah,
He
he
came
came
close
close one year.
They were semifinals. Well, you
Bro,
know what I mean.
he lost his teams he wasn't supposed to lose to, but he got years to go though, so we'll give him that.
He young, and I mean,
He lost to the Titans.
been winning in the last?
He lost to the Titans. He was not supposed to lose to the Titans.
he
that
was.
season.
I felt like that was football, also mental. I feel like especially when you're a scrambling quarterback, you start trying to do things because they saying you can't pass.
Mm-hmm.
So you start staying in the pocket when you shouldn't stay in the pocket. Get out, like
It's just like Madden. Because to me, if I play you in a game in Madden, and I know you, all you do is run, yeah. So let's pick City.
So let's take someone like Cam Newton, right? Was he better running or throwing?
He's better running.
Cam Newton?
Yeah.
I always say he's
Of course, running.
Okay, what about McNabb?
better. I swear, every run,
McNabb could throw.
he could throw. No, see,
I didn't watch him again.
the better thing about the scrambling quarterback is when you are using your gift of running, because that adds a whole nother level to a threat of a quarterback. Normally you're like, we just got to stop him from getting the ball to his receivers. When the guy could run, the defense has no choice but to come down. They have to go extra hard, leaving the wide receiver. I swear, every scrambling quarterback just need one good receiver.
So what about Jamarcus Russell?
Russell,
Russell?
he was on the Raiders.
Yeah.
I heard he was trash.
He was on the Raiders.
But what was his best attribute? Throwing or running? Because they said it was throwing for him.
But he should have ran more. Because he was big body. He was like Ben Roethlisberger. Mind you, Ben Roethlisberger is another throwing, running quarterback, but he runs more. He will take the...
Ben's a lower version of Tom Brady.
They use, and he runs, because he runs more.
But he could throw.
Yeah.
He could throw.
But most of
What
these
about
guys
Vince
can throw.
Young? Was Vince Young better at throwing
Vince Young was definitely better at running.
or running? Vince Young was trash to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, but that's the thing. A scrambling quarterback who is his receiver? Every scrambling quarterback need one receiver.
That year that they did good, they was mostly running when they had
Chris
Johnson
yeah.
and the other dude.
Nah, that was more back in the days where you was
You just need a receiver. You need a receiver, man.
So who was the best scrambling quarterback overall?
With the receiver, Michael Vick, when he got Deshaun Jackson, you saw what happened.
Yeah, but even when he was on the Hawks, Falcons, he was good.
When he was on the Falcons, he had Crumpler. He
had a couple.
And one more receiver. I can't remember. It wasn't Roddy White because that would be too old for Roddy.
It wasn't Roddy White.
It was somebody before Roddy. But I don't think he had a number one receiver. I think Crumpler was definitely the guy.
So y'all picking Michael Vick
as the best scrambling quarterback?
Nah, I'm taking Cam Newton. The man is built like Superman. He's literally a big. Okay, look, Mike Vick got the records, hands down. But if I'm watching a game, I'm picking Cam because Cam is literally he's literally. What's that Titans running back?
Titans running back?
Henry.
Chris Henry? Was it Chris Henry? Something Henry.
Right now, currently, Henry. His name is Henry. He's like 6 foot.
I know what you're talking about. He's a hard hitter. I don't think it's Marcus.
Oh, so
that's the running back now.
So he's like Brian Jacobs from the Giants.
Who he's talking about? Cam? Mm-hmm. Oh, the running back now on the Titans.
Yeah.
I remember
Derrick Henry.
I'm
picking Cam Newton because like his arm is not that good, but he literally could.
Nah, Cam.
He literally could body your D linemen.
Yeah, so Cam is trash under pressure though. We saw that.
Cam was good when he had Steve.
But y'all talk about running.
Talk about the Super Bowl. What happened then? Cam ain't won a Super Bowl, right? Nah. He went to one Super Bowl
against
Cam.
Yeah, he did. He played the Broncos. Von Miller won MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Peyton Manning. Come on, man.
Yeah, Peyton Manning ain't doing none of that.
But you know how the rules go, man.
It was the defense that won that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning. Man.
And what happened? Cam tried to scramble a few times, and he got sacked not enough times. And
he didn't show no effort.
He wasn't running over Von Miller, bro.
Yeah, they had.
He wasn't. But look at the video of the fumble where he had the ball. He just had to go get it.
It is. It's mental football.
Like he was in the Super Bowl, but he didn't care about that Super Bowl. I seen that one video proved it was the video where. Right there.
The game was fixed. Like
from playing football, playing quarterback, and scrambling, and especially when your team needs you to scramble, it's like the whole world is on against you. Like you're running for your life.
I can see the Super Bowl.
But when you make it, bro, I remember being a kid and playing running back, and I used to like.
It was everybody after you though.
Yeah, but when you make it, and you look around no one else, you just like yes.
I know it's definitely the victory when you.
Yeah, that's the best feeling in the world. Like, dumb dudes in the hundreds used to hate me because I used to run them all over.
I don't know why we was playing tackle.
Then they started chop blocking me and like blindsiding me. Yeah,
tackle's good though.
It definitely goes some character.
Yeah,
because I swear that was our way of fighting in a sense. Like, yo, you could tell who's punk and who was about that life.
It was beef, bro.
That was a fact.
I had beef with bad people to punk.
You couldn't even let certain people play safety because you'd be like, nah, the safety a punk. He not going to be the last line of defense. He going to run. Like,
Because certain people, if you know they soft, you just run at them. You're like, yeah, that's the weak side.
No, I could take him.
Not the CB, though. The CB pick 6.
Quarterback?
Yeah,
I mean, nah, man. Quarterback, then we had to go against people like Juju and Delonte. They wasn't good. They were dirty.
They wasn't good CBs.
Nah, but they
were the wideouts. I mean...
Yeah.
The whiteouts I used to get my jersey. I didn't even have a jersey. I used to get my shirt tugged. Like, I was like, yo, bro, this is just outside football. He's like, I play for Canarsie. Like, you can't guard me. And
then you had the superstar, Mike Robb. He used to come out of the blue like a pirate. Dressed up in his whole fit. And nobody
battle ready. Like it was real football.
And nobody could catch him. Everybody just stands and looks at him like...
Nah,
like, come on,
certain people you didn't want to play against because you knew the attitude, you knew how it was gonna go. Like, oh man, it's only like 3 people who could take this guy.
It was always deep, bro. And if they didn't respect your gangster, it was a long 2 hours.
I had to earn my gangster out there. I'm there fighting with Julius. I'm like, yo, I'm not scared like everybody else. He's like, yo, who is this man? He's like, you know, I get people to beat you up. I'm like, what you mean? I got people too. I'm like, what happened to one-on-one? It's one-on-one. Why you gotta call somebody? Like, that's how it used to be.
Nah, man.
All them gangs never fought one-on-one, man. I hated that.
I remember that was the
Playing football in the hood built character, man. Like, if you was soft, you was not going to that park. you play football on your block, man.
Well, when they was like, yo, football in Seaview, be like, all right, you know who's gonna be.
But then once you beat the people in Seaview, you then gotta go to the hundreds and beat them in their own hood.
That was weird to me because I didn't even know we used to play the hundreds till a little later. Like,
yeah, we used to play both sides.
Yeah, the 105 area by the baseball field over there.
Yeah.
The Seaview.
And one time we had this big fat dude that they called Fox.
Fox.
So no one could stop him. He just
if he was running the ball, that's why we shouldn't have played tackle. Like, it didn't make sense. Fox was like 200 pounds while everyone was still 150. Like
130, 120, bro. I was maybe 150 back then. First thing I was smaller than me.
Fox was 200. I used to be like this on one leg, like, yo, I'm just gonna go for the ball. Like,
and you come with a whole sweatsuit, so it'd be hard to grab on him.
Yeah, he wasn't coming with no, like, he came built, like.
Yeah, like he just ate a whole plate of food, like, get off me, get off me. Get off me, carrying like 4 people.
Now he playing basketball. I don't even know what to say.
Wow. Nah, I think you got Fox mixed up with Biggs. It's two different people.
Oh, Fox is... Yeah, I am mixing them up.
NFL players don't make more money than NBA players.
The NFL players don't?
No, they don't.
I think NBA players make more in the long run. But
maybe now.
Yeah, now they're getting the $100 million.
They were still making more money than
before
NFL players.
Jordan days? Compared to, I don't know.
Nah, it was.
I don't think NFL really ever made more bread than NBA.
Honestly, I don't remember the contracts too much for NFL.
I would say
used to watch
NBA
ball.
contracts are longer.
And you get more bread for per year. The NFL players is usually probably like 3-4 dudes.
I mean,
But I think the NFL season is way shorter, so they pay them less.
And they take I think they got more risk. So
yeah, they take a lot of more risk.
Yeah, I think they would get paid more at least.
But
I'm not sure though. I know nowadays it look like the NBA is getting bread. Like,
nah, they definitely are.
I know back in the days they were saying that a lot of people didn't really make money playing football. Like Jim Brown used to do like acting on the side and be a stunt double.
Didn't he sing or two? Somebody was also a singer. I think it is Jim Brown or something like that.
Yeah, and then after a while he was like, he told the owner of the Browns, "Yeah, I ain't coming back to this. It's a waste of my time."
Well, I risk my life for this.
Yeah, but then they said it was old NBA players who wasn't making much money neither, who had to sell drugs on the side.
Yeah, those are the ones that.
Well, same way the rappers gotta sell drugs on the side still.
I mean,
True that.
to be honest, they all, but it's just not gonna come out.
Are they still non-for-profit?
You talking about the churches?
I'm talking about the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah.
They still not-for-profit?
Yeah.
I thought they had to change that.
Look at LeBron.
No,
he could have played.
They're under another entity. They're under sports organization, the 501.
Oh, wow.
Because there's different types. You see how mine's the 501c3?
Yeah.
Like the C3 is the code for it, code number 3. But there's different levels of the 501.
Not-for-profit. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It depends on how you organize at the beginning.
Because I honestly, we should copy the NFL and NBA blueprint. I mean,
I could do it under this company. I've done it before. I did partnership deals with people in other states that runs basketball tournaments. Like we could run basketball tournaments in the summer in the park.
definitely. We got gym teachers who, I mean, we know a couple of people who are normally in events. Yeah.
They throwing in Gersh. They throwing one right now. Star Brem was there. She had brought out Cardi B out there last week. Yeah.
Gersh, I've been there only on Wednesdays. So.
Oh, they had the basketball tournament recently. You ain't see you probably didn't see it on the blogs. They had Cardi B in the Gersh Park.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff
That was, and that was this summer. That was right there.
Yeah, it was a week ago, I think. A week or two ago. She was there.
Acting ratchet as ever, I suppose.
This is always mixing.
They do them all the time.
That's a good vibe then, man. We're not close to the neighborhood. I mean, Gersh used to be ghetto.
It still is. They just fixed it up and added new lights and stuff like that.
It's still the same.
I feel like when I went to Gersh for when we played football back in the days, I didn't want to go on the basketball. Maybe because I was smaller too. I didn't want to go on the basketball courts. I'm like, nah, this ain't my hood. You could tell if you win here, you gonna pay a price.
Matter of fact, now that you say that, I did used to hang out in Gersh Park. I'm capping. Because remember I used to work with Lloyd, so I used to go chill with him, and then me and him used to chill with
What happened to Lloyd? I haven't seen him since the Lowe's days.
He worked for MTA now, so he be the train door operator, I believe. Yeah, so he be doing that.
Good vibes, good times.
MTA?
Yeah, he came up, he doing his thing. He came on the show once. Shout out to Lloyd. I seen him at the Nets game.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, well, when we won. He had a skybox. I was on floor seat, so I see you, baller.
What's good, Lloyd?
You gotta congratulate your homies when they make it, bro.
Facts, man.
We had seen him at another party last year when we had that block party. The day we went to that party on the block outside, and everybody had to change their stuff for me.
Wait,
that's how you remember the
everybody had to change all except for me. I remember that day. Because it was air teams out there, bro. Air teams.
Oh, you ain't come.
Nah, you was there, bro, I think last year. I know Nolan was there for sure. I know Allen was there for sure.
Black
It was either you or Friedens who was there. Nah, it was you because we went to pick you up. You remember when I picked you up down? I picked you up on St. John's. I remember you had copped the jerk chicken from the barber shop. And then we went downtown to that party that was outside, like they blocked off the streets and everybody was in the middle of the streets.
It
must have been a good night.
Yeah.
I don't remember copping jerk chicken from a barbershop though.
Remember Jaquan's peoples, they had the barber shop and the dude was making, it was the time you got the big chain. I know the whole thing. I'm telling him the whole story.
Because I'm like,
how much details you want?
Because I was like, wait, I never cop jerk chicken in front of a barber, but once you said that one, it clicked in.
Yeah, he was making jerk chicken from the barber shop, right?
Nah, he was. I ate it, but that's probably the only time.
Yeah, you brought me some. That's how I remember.
I don't remember that shit. I ain't going with you.
Yeah, we went downtown with bare teams outside, bro.
When you said Lawrence out, they still be mixy.
Yeah, I seen people outside. Yeah, I was at a party in Long Island, and this dude it was bad dudes from church, and the dude was like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
From church?
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, what's up? I finally see you outside for the first time." I said, "Yeah."
You finally see me?
He's like, "Yeah, it's the first time I see you." I said, "Oh yeah." I was like, "That means I'm slipping up. I'll be outside and no one see me."
Like nobody's supposed to be seeing me. I'm in the wrong place. Oh nah.
Outside look nice though.
It
still look nice.
Yeah, it was some nice things going on that night, man. I ain't gonna lie. Let's build my shout out to the Haitians, bro. They know what they doing. Yo, the Haitians in Long Island with the money, they take the cake, bro, because they throw the best parties, bro. They be having mansions and stuff with the big backyards. Nah, I gotta get like that. So I could be the old dude on the porch watching them down there smoking a cigar. Like, yeah, look what I did, man.
They have a pool?
Nah, they have a pool.
That's the next step.
They had a big yard though. Like, that's huge.
It was barbecue vibes.
Nah, you could put a pool in your backyard.
Yeah, they could. They have space for a pool.
Nah, I'm talking about your backyard.
Probably could. Nah, pools is mad work, bro.
Maintenance.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a blow up pool, like one of them pools that you blow up and like keeping the water clean and pouring like the ammonia in it and do all that. It was mad work, bro.
Yeah, I had a tiny one just for Emily, and that was enough. It didn't last long because
yeah, bro, it's annoying. I had one last summer, I think, for my daughter. The blow up one that looked like the jumpy thing that they had at Toronto crib. Yeah.
They don't last long, especially you gotta keep cleaning it, especially in New York.
It's better to get one when you're in Long Island.
Yeah. Well, if you got the big fancy one that got the little vacuum at the bottom that cleans itself. Like
all you gotta do is put a cover when you're not using it.
Yeah, and they got the filter that's always blowing the bubbles and moving the water around.
Yeah, Like that's those official ones.
Yeah, that's expensive though. But
I'm excited about the pool party.
yeah,
Should we advertise that?
nah, it's not our party.
Yeah, you right.
Oh, the dudes from last year, we seen them on Saturday night. They was like, yo, y'all came to the pool party last year and shut it down. Yo, this year, I'm like, facts, bro, we gonna pull up, but I don't know, man. The money not looking the same like it was last year, so I don't know if coming in Dior. I might have to come a little bit low key. Might have to come up in polo, maybe. I don't know.
Whoever goes.
Yeah, bugging pool party. You just show up with a white beater. The only thing you need is really the kicks or the slippers. So they gotta be top notch. The belt gotta be top notch. It's just,
I don't think you don't need no belt, bro.
yeah, not at a pool party. Pool party.
But you don't really need a belt at all.
Pool party, you gotta have the chain. The
I ain't
jewelry
heard
gotta
that,
be
bro.
on it.
They gotta jump out with some Yeezy slides or some Gucci slippers.
Yeah, you gotta have the chain and the slippers gotta be top notch. Everything else you can chill.
And the shorts, they go down and they wear their manual shorts.
Those
Other
are
type of
basic
shorts.
shirts. It just have the E on it.
Yeah.
I don't really see what's so big about it. It was like,
Because
okay.
A-Boogie shot it out on track.
Yeah, that's really it. But I don't know. Like some brands are right. Like if you got a little style to it, yeah. But bro, it just have an E on it. So like,
Is the quality good? Like, I wash it more than 3 times.
Nah,
I
bro.
don't know.
It's really just because of the E. Like, oh my god, I got Eric Emmanuel. Like, all right, it's just an E, bro.
Certain trends really get pushed by rappers, and then the culture jumps on it, and it pushes like a Mary. Like it was, I could admit it was A-Boogie and them that really was rapping about Marys first that I knew of, and then other people started rapping about it, and then a lot of people like jumped on it, and then they started did that in Balmain. I'm like, yo, why not this in Balmain? Like Balmain is bread. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. The Balmain run, that was a long, good run.
Balmain still got a good run because Balmain is still not cheap. Like,
I don't think it should lose quality at all.
I still wear mine. I don't know what you talking about. I still wear my Queens. But the Balmain, like the leather military jackets or like the dress-up jackets, like the suit jackets, those like 3, 4 racks, 5 racks for the used ones.
I remember nudies too. Everybody used to wear those.
I still wear nudies on the booty. Damn. It's good quality jeans, man. Like I buy things during the trend, but I could trend things continuous, like things that I like.
As long as you don't abuse it. That's what some
Yeah.
people do. They abuse. If it was nudies, they only wear nudies. So it's kind of like that's all you got.
Yeah, and they have like one pair. Like I had probably like 10 pairs at one time.
I ain't like True Religion though. Only the shirts.
Yeah, I ain't like True Religion either.
In terms of the jeans, those were what I hated the most.
I had a few pairs, but I don't got them anymore. I don't know what happened to them things.
You probably had a pair of True Religion.
Nudies most. I had nudies, but not trues. I don't know why. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like.
I ain't like
We all wore nudies to the club.
Yeah, we went
That's all we wore most of the time was nudies.
And the Prada shoes. Oh man.
Yeah. Me and Alan probably had
Mostly.
true religions. Like I think I had like maybe like I had a lot of pairs.
That was the polo, the nudies, and the
trues, the uptown sneakers, the uptown premiums.
Well, those were super clean. You had to keep them clean, man.
Yeah. Or like fresh construction Timbs, like and then some dudes did the Nike boots. Then we did the polo boots at one time.
Yeah, the
Why
polo
you
boots
love
had a short run.
Uptown so much?
I don't know. Uptowns is timeless, man. I don't know. I
There
can't
was
even
a time
explain it.
every
Even
year we
now.
had to get a pair. It was a time every year.
Even if you used it for
ball,
ball, you was like, I need another one. Like,
I think you wear that like 3 times a day, dog.
nah, we used to clean.
Yeah,
I used to clean.
I used to clean. I cleaned mine yesterday to take to the party. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's why I hate white sneakers.
Yeah, I just bust out the Comet and the Ajax. And just
You got to scrub, bro. Like the bottom, the back, the sides.
Yeah.
And you used to try not to get them creased.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even explain what was the fascination about it, but I loved them too. I was like,
It just look clean when it's clean. You can step out big
look
step
like
up.
the freshest sneakers.
Big
I
step up.
only had them once. Once I got a sneaker once, I don't really care to have them again. They gotta be some fire.
See, they don't treasure things anymore.
Yeah. As a kid, the pair of sneakers I used to buy the most over and over was construction Timbs and white ups.
Facts.
Like those, I had at least 3-4 pairs of each of those.
Facts. Tim's grew with me.
I know he had a pair of black Air Forces.
Black? Nah, I always did what? Actually, I probably got black one time from my mom, but I
right,
didn't like
time, they got mad dusty black quick and all the dusty dudes.
And even if you cleaned them, it didn't matter. It didn't have that same black sheen, you know? Like,
it just looked dusty.
it just looked dried out.
Yeah. And all the dusty people you knew, that's all they wore. They tied it back tight at the top.
Because you know why? I'll tell you, my mom gave me the exact words. She was like, because they could get dirty, you could keep wearing them. That was it. That's why all those people kept wearing their black Tims. Their mom probably told them, like, it don't matter if they're dirty, keep wearing them. I mean, black ups.
Black ups. It just make you look dirty. Like, you can't get flea with black ups, bro.
It's not really meant for flea. It's like for ball.
Nah, you gotta do like the complete opposite. You have to wear like white shirt, white pants, and black ups.
It
don't work.
But black ups, I think black ups will look best with like dark blue hard denim and a black shirt, or all black.
I don't know, man. Because I feel like the black would you just forget about the sneakers. Like, true.
There's a new black uptown, the ones that Virgil made, the Louis Vuitton ones.
I didn't see.
Yeah,
that's
right. Those.
Yeah.
I know.
They got the brown ones too. They have a whole museum with them now.
Really?
Yeah, Fab was taking pictures in the museum.
There's only one flavor.
It was like either an exhibit or a museum. I think it was an exhibit, like one of them like short-term
Classics,
museums.
Yeah. Where you just show what's trending now, what's popping now.
Yeah, I think it was for Virgil. Because Virgil was supposed to drop that new line with the... Because remember, he had the Nike and Jordan deal.
He probably saving the white one. Probably saving the white one, I'm sure.
Some of them is fire, though. Because they look like the Louis bags, but they sneakers Air Force Ones.
I gotta see. I might have a good design pattern.
They said one pair sold for like 100 and something thousand.
Jesus.
With the Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, it went on auction. I think because there's only like 25 pairs of the brown ones or something like that.
They're working with the hype right now.
Yeah.
It's exclusive, I guess. Yeah.
And plus, Virgil just died. You know, dead rappers get better promotion.
It's going down now. That is a scam, but I guess that is what it is.
Every time an artist dies, their art sells for more.
True that.
It
don't even matter if they were relevant. They just blow up right after. Like, everyone starts paying attention to them.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody.
Well, you know.
You could chop your ear off like Van Gogh.
There's only some of them.
Or do like eccentric stuff like Salvador Dali.
There's only some of them.
I think the media calls that, you know, the drama helps you sell, so they start creating drama in a sense.
Yeah, fake it and drum up some attention.
But I think that takes away from real art, man.
What is real art? Anyways, I guess it's depending on the perception of the individual that's watching it.
Well, from my perspective, art is what, you know, the person creates. You know, in the sense of whatever they trying to create. Some people create good art, some people create bad. You can't even say good or bad. You know, art is just creation. You know, in the sense of we're God's art. You know.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Or God's.
Yeah, he had to paintbrush his 6 days, and then, you know, 7th day he marveled at his work. So look what I did. Then the next week was a little different. He's like, yo, what are you doing?
But this was a discussion that they were having the other day on Math Hoffa's podcast I was listening to, and they was talking about free will. It was like, even when you have free will, you reach a fork in the road where, yeah, you have a free will to serve either master, either the devil or God. And it was like, when you reach that fork in the road, you're going to make that decision. But then one guy brought up the example from Exodus, where it's like all the stuff that happened with the plague and with Pharaoh and with the Israelites, God made it happen because God didn't harden Pharaoh's heart to be like, nah, I'm not going to let your people go. Because at first Pharaoh was like, all right, I'm going to let them go. And then he woke up, he's like, nah, I don't feel like letting them go. It was like God hardened his heart. And then look at all the people that died in Egypt because of that. Like, you know, theologically, if you subscribe to that. So, it's like, do you think we have free will or do you think we don't? Let's ask the second.
Free will, and you know, I as somebody who didn't really grow up in the church too much, but I always question things from the church, and you know, when they told you, you know, God gave you free will, I'm like, but God is all knowing, you know, God knows what's gonna happen in the future. So I did ask myself, you know, do I really have a choice? Is it what I'm doing right now God's plan?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think free will is more for our entertainment. I think it's for when you are going down that line of life and, you know, you're coming down to the end. You will think about all your free will decisions to peacefully go, or, you know, not to be at peace. You know, I feel that's the real way of heaven and hell. You know, when they say, like, did you live a good life? Do you think you're going to heaven? I think it really means is right before, you know, that time ticks, are you feeling good about what you did? That will make you feel like, yeah, I could go. I'm going to go to, you know, I did good things. Or, you know, you did a lot of bad things and you're going to be like, I'm not ready to go. You know, it's going to be rougher for you. You're going to feel like you're going through hell, you know. That's what I feel. So free will to me is for your entertainment, you know. Think whatever you want to think. Decide what you want to decide, and God already got his plan for you. But, you know, for you to walk this earth and, you know, for you to be at peace or you to be at hell, it's your choice.
What you think?
Me, I think about free will like, I think about it like, how would I put it? Everybody, I would say like, everybody take orders from somebody, so that basically means like, yeah, some people might have more freedom than others, because I don't really think there's no such thing as equal rights. Yeah, they might tell you it, but that's cap. That's really cap. We all know that, because certain people could do certain things and some people can't. So in terms of that, it's just, yeah, that's just really how it works. Because we all know the president could do things that a senator can't do. We all know if you're the mayor,
we could all do things. It's just whether you get away with it or not. Whether you
can't.
We all can't jump out the building if we want to. I think we all got that type of free will.
Yeah, but that's just jumping out of the building. We're not talking about jumping out of the building.
We're talking about paying for things or, you know, getting away with things.
I'm just basically giving you a format where, yeah, everybody got freedom, but everybody don't got the same freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Some people got more freedom.
They don't got the range.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Some people just got more freedom than others. Yeah, and I don't think nobody in this room could say that's not true. Cause it's certain. Cause like like I said again, like the mayor, though he got more freedom than all the other senators and stuff. But does the mayor tell what the president what to do?
Yeah,
no. That's just how I just look at freedom, because that's just the reality. Yeah, everybody got freedom, but
free will.
Exactly.
We got free will, man.
Huh?
That's free will entertainment.
Free entertainment. Man, we ain't talking about entertainment.
I think every action has a reaction. So yeah, you have the ability to do something, you have the free will to do it, but then you know that there's gonna be something behind that. Like, yeah, you can go body somebody, but it's not like everything gonna be cool tomorrow. I mean,
you don't got a choice over the reaction.
Yeah, so it's like that's like, you know, free will. Like, all right, like today I read a story about this guy in Chicago. He had a girl in the crib naked, and then his other girl came to the door, so he pushed the other naked girl out the window. He lived on the 5th floor. She died when she hit the floor.
I knew I shouldn't have laughed.
He came outside, checked to see if she was dead, and then he went. So when the cops came, and they seen him on camera, like checking the body, and seen him on camera looking out the window, they did not know what happened in the house because there's no cameras in the house. So he told them that they was fighting, and while they was fighting, the girl's clothes got ripped off, and then the girl jumped out the window.
Yeah, she jumped out on her own.
Yeah, but then when he was in jail, now he's on the phone. He was like, "Oh, so what happened?" He was like, "Yo, I pushed the bitch out the window," and then the cops
They know they recording.
yeah, the cops thing camera caught it, the body camera.
Don't he watch Law and Order? Don't he watch TV? Everybody know that's not a safe place to talk.
And so like they used that against him and they denied him his bail.
Of course, like, you should have known it was cap right there. It was over. Like you should have got used to his bed right there. Like,
yeah, so he had the free will to sleep with multiple women, which he was doing, right? And he had the free will to bring them in and out of his crib, but then
don't choose your consequences.
he had the free will to have them both over. Well, they both showed up. And then he had the free will to push the girl out of the window, and then he had the free will to like talk too much. Like, he should just play the card.
She had to pretend like it never happened.
Like, I don't know what happened. She jumped out the window.
I was not even paying attention. Like, I just said I was crying. I was wondering with the sympathy story. Cause I want my girl to be sad.
But the last point they brought up was that power isn't true power is the ability to make someone believe that they have the choice. Meanwhile, you were making the decision the entire time. It's like you're like, oh, you want this one? Oh, what about this one? Yeah, this one look much better than that one. You're like, okay, yeah, I want that one. But the whole time you're like, yeah, got him, nigga. I wanted you to take this one the whole time.
I mean, he just literally just broke down what I just said before. Like, yeah, everybody got their freedom, but everybody's freedom different.
Depending on the power.
Yeah. But I've been said that. Like, yeah, it's all, everybody break it down different ways. But we all know it's a fact. Everybody got freedom, but everybody don't got the same freedom.
Power.
And it depends on how much money you have too. Cause
money is power.
Yeah, financial freedom a lot of people don't have.
Right.
Cause I'm sure if people have financial freedom, they don't want to wake up and go to these jobs every day. I know I wouldn't.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. If you look at the map, I mean, everybody, every country, every, whatever you call it, city, state, every piece of land, everybody fighting for power. Everybody fighting for land. Everybody fighting for food, money.
For more power.
Yeah.
Like Vladimir Putin. You don't think he's powerful? But now he's invading Ukraine. Wait, is it Ukraine? Yeah, Ukraine to become more powerful.
Me, if I had bread for financial freedom,
I probably still want more.
Because didn't they take over Crimea a few years ago? Crimea, wherever.
But how would you know if I would want more power?
How would I know if
from my perspective, I think we always search for more. From Adam and Eve days.
Everybody got different perspective, but me, if I had the freedom,
it's human nature, man.
I'll be more of like the guy that just wanna lay back.
I could go biblical. We could
have
go
fun,
scientific. It's human nature for us to search for more. Even to keep the mind alive, you gotta keep reading. You gotta keep learning. You gotta keep doing something. You gotta keep working. If you don't work your body die out. If you don't work your mind die out. If you don't work your spirit die out. You feel lifeless,
Spirit.
In a sense of meditating and so on. Like,
we all got a spirit, but I don't think it all depends on the
rich people. Look at these people got billions of dollars and they still trying to get more because you kind of can't stop as a person. If you stop as a person, you wither away.
Yeah, but we all know how that works. Like, once a man start, like, because at certain points where you have financial freedom, it's like you could just lay back, enjoy it, or when you go like do say what you go do all of this, you gonna die, right?
Yeah, but that's where free will come again,
That's what you gotta pick which one you want to do, because which one you want to live longer, or which one you want to do with, which one you rather where you make $1 trillion and then you get to enjoy it for mad years, or make $1 trillion, then be like, $1 trillion not enough. Let me go
You
for
got $1
more.
trillion. I think you'll be bored by the end of the year, bro. You'll do everything you want to do in that 1 year and probably still look for more
but
things.
Every individual isn't gonna do that.
Look,
Because some people,
What they gonna do? Chill with the trillion?
nah, longevity.
Mm-hmm.
look at the great conquerors like Alexander the Great. He didn't really stop. He conquered so many things. Genghis Khan, Napoleon. Napoleon's downfall was that he got greedy. Like
They keep
he was
going.
he was fighting wars on 2 different coasts, and then he was trying to keep Haiti while trying to gain other lands, and he had to sell Louisiana. So it's a lot of people like that want conquest, that wants to take over. Like look how big Russia is, and they still trying to get Ukraine. You know,
You gotta keep going. I don't think I wouldn't even say it's just take over, but it's like it's just the mindset of in order to keep yourself, your people going, you have to do something. You have to either do what's been working or look for something new.
Everybody got a different mindset, so everybody wanna make their opinions, but
I'm telling you, it's scientific, it's biblical. Man was cursed for what? Man is cursed to forever work.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's everybody has their own opinion. Own opinion. Some people, you get making sure you're like, yo, I'm laying back, chilling. I get to live more and all that.
Nah.
Some people,
I don't think you live long chilling, man.
Yeah, you can.
Nah. Your brain, you gonna have to read. You gotta do something. You gotta.
If you got $1 trillion, you could chill.
Nah, I mean, unless you try to just call it a day.
I don't think there's no one with $1 trillion right now. Not one individual.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying like in
Yeah, like,
general, but I'm not literally saying yo, you got $1 trillion.
Yeah, I get you a lot of money, but I
Yeah,
feel
like-
you gotta do something. You can't just sit still. You gonna wither away.
Wither away.
Most of the time, those that are not like working hard for it, they indulge in excessive over extravagant activities. Like just look at all the rich kids that had nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like those brothers. Like what's them brothers named that box now?
Huh?
Big box. Who's that?
Them white boys with the blonde hair. Jake Paul and Logan
Oh,
Paul.
those guys who got the YouTubes or something?
Yeah, they've been rich for mad long. Like they were rich since they were kids. And it was that other guy, Dan Brazilian.
I didn't know they were rich.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Like, how else can they afford to do YouTube like that for that long?
That type of quality.
Yeah, look at Dan Brazilian. Like, his father was a scammer. His father made mad bread and left it to him. All you seen him doing was smoking weed, sniffing coke, and having a lot of naked girls around him all the time.
Yeah, you never saw what his job was.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. Like, look at that other guy, Rob from Big and Rob.
That show?
Yeah, the little white guy with the big black guy.
I know what
Robin
you're talking
Big.
about.
Yeah, he's another one. Like he was rich, always doing wild, crazy stuff, and he just was filming, sending it to MTV. The other dude, the other white guy, Dan something, the white guy who used to be a skater. He was gothic. He had the fat parents. He used to pull pranks on him all the time on MTV.
If I see his face, I think I know what you're talking about.
He used to be part of Jackass, yeah. And then he had his own show. He be blowing stuff up, setting things on fire. Yeah, bugging out. But a rich white guy that had nothing better to do with himself.
Just started doing chaos.
Mac Miller.
Miller.
Another rich kid, like nothing to do with their drugs. The OD died. Like
I was gonna say he's the one who passed away.
Yeah.
You gotta do something. You need an actual.
Yeah. Aaron Carter, another rich kid, like he had nothing to do, became coked out. The other kid from Home Alone, the other white kid, yeah, he got coked out too. Too much money, nothing to do. So fucking out, like Justin Bieber, too much money, nothing to do.
He gave himself like
he's sticking to music.
Yeah, he just got worse recently.
Oh yeah, because he got what's that syndrome called?
I had that,
When half your face freeze?
Yeah, I had that in January.
Wait, you had that?
For like how long?
I would say probably like a month and a half.
And you couldn't feel your face? You couldn't move?
Left side of the face, I smiled, only this side went up. This side didn't go up. Was it Parkinson or something like that? I don't know. Something.
Nah, it's a syndrome.
I know what you
I
didn't know what it was called, honestly, until I went to the doctor.
I know what it is.
I got pictures and everything.
So why did you get back to normal?
Time. It's not something that's
permanent.
No.
Did you have to do something to do it?
No, just ate right. Did everything like normal and just time. First it starts with your ear. I thought I had an ear infection from like the headphones or something because my ears was like I couldn't hear. I wouldn't say I couldn't hear. I didn't want to hear. I was like, get this out my ear, you know. Then it went to my eye. My eye turned pink, I guess, like red eye. And I was like, man, I must got an ear infection. But then one time playing with Emily and Kim is like, you look like Two-Face right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're only talking from like one side of your face. I'm like, what are you talking about? I go to the mirror. I'm like, this looks odd. I'm like,
imagine if you had to do like that for the rest of your life.
Bruh.
There's some people that do.
Bruh. That had me thinking I ain't use my face.
Wait, so you be scared to come outside just because you go through your whole life?
Honestly, we still had the mask at that time, so I was making good use of it.
You wasn't strong enough to handle that, right?
I mean, I still went outside. I still had to go outside.
But you wasn't that strong, though?
What do you mean, that strong?
As in, like, I would say, like, do you feel different before that or after? How do you feel?
I feel more confident and, you know, I need to be grateful for what I have. I mean, in the sense of, like, during that time, I'm thinking, like, what if I gotta look like this all the time? I'm like, I can't really do no music videos. It's just,
why not?
I mean, they even gave me an idea to do, like, an album cover of half face.
That means you don't got the confidence. That means you don't got confidence.
I didn't when I started.
Because that basically means you're saying, I only got confidence when I look the best. Some people...
Nah, I said it made
they
me
don't need to
feel
look the best
appreciated.
to have their confidence.
It made me think I would have to do things differently in a sense. Like, I would have to think differently. It made me think differently about myself in the sense of, like...
Some people have to go through that.
You gotta be more confident, or you gotta realize who you are. You're not really the outside, you're the inside.
I know somebody that go... The same thing Justin Bieber got. I know somebody that goes through that, and they gotta deal with it.
Yeah, what they say
throughout a lifetime, and I would say that person is like no different, still the same. Yeah, that same person, you know, he hears all of that, but still able to do the same thing. So like,
yeah, it doesn't. It only
some people, just like how you said, some people they can only handle it when they look their best, but then there's those people that look like Justin Bieber, got those, but they gotta deal with that permanently through life, and they still got the same confidence.
I guess some people get to deal. It's just like the girl who's the supermodel who has the vitiligo, the girl with the two colors, and she's a supermodel for Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah, she's the model.
Yeah, like some people, they wouldn't want to deal with that, you know, they'll hide it, and then her, like, she fully embraces it, you know.
And it's good to be the front runner, especially when you lead the way, you know.
Once you embrace it, once you embrace it, I think, and whatever people say, they realize it don't even have no effect no more. Once they realize they ain't got no effect, it's like, damn, what else could I say? Yeah. Then they stuck. They stuck with nothing to say, like, damn, how else could I break this person?
Then that falls back into the free will thing, man.
That's almost like when we was kids. You remember when we was kids and people started calling me Blackie? But then I had so much jokes. And oh yeah, I was Blackie. By the time I was done, I made a few people cry. It was like.
I swear, we gotta talk about those childhood days. I mean, bullying was like a norm. Honestly, it kind of changed me in a way, because now when I'm hearing they don't want people bullying anymore, I'm like...
But they do it on the internet, like that.
Like, kind of builds character, though. Like, you gotta...
I was never the type that bully on the internet. For me...
We bullied as jokes. I mean, we didn't really...
And we would cut ass. That's what we call it. We would just cut ass.
Yeah, we didn't call it bullying. It was just a joke session. Like,
if I had a problem with somebody, first, how I handled things was, I'm see you in person. And then, yeah, I might throw a jab on social media after. But first, I wait till I see you in person. We would say on the line. I ain't gonna do it on that. I was never the type of person, where I was from, I was never the type of person to jump on the net and
it was an atmosphere.
I'm gonna do it in person. And then, if it goes to the internet, yeah, but in terms of, I'm gonna go on. I know somebody that did that to me. And I know him real close. I was just
It was just like,
Nah, it was
really?
This was a regular.
I think we talking about.
I thought you was about.
Nah, we
I think we talking about two different
Yeah, we're not
things.
talking
Like,
about beef. It was like the atmosphere of the backyard. It was just
Nah,
jokes.
you talking about online.
nah.
No, he said
I don't know
online.
who
He
brought
said-
up online,
yeah, he
but
said
that's
on-
what I was
No.
referring to.
Alright, what I was saying basically, when we were kids, every time we got together, we cut ass on each other as jokes. It wasn't beef; it was just jokes. I'm saying now he was like, yeah, because bullying was regular. Like that was just part of. Like some people might see it as bullying now, but we just seen it as cutting ass.
Yeah,
Now
it was just a fun time.
I did the
Yeah.
same thing when I was younger.
But nowadays, like kids go on the internet to bully each other, and they call it cyberbullying. Like I wrote a whole
That's the thing.
on that in school.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a
Yeah, you
neutral on
can't-
that one.
I don't think they could do it online. I think it's an in-person thing.
I mean, we used to cut online too. It used to be rooms like back then on School Next and MySpace. I used to be part of Cutting Ass
I wasn't
Crew
in those
and those
rooms.
other things. Yeah, I used to go online. Yeah, I took my talents online. And some of the people I'm still cool with till this day. Like the other day, I see this dude I knew. I think he lived in Texas at the time, and I knew him from high school, but I never met him in person, only online. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I had friends like that. Like some was in the Bronx, some was in Arizona, some was in Ohio, and like I only met them online.
On that group chat.
Yeah, first they'll start on AIM, and then they'll go on School Next, and then they'll go to MySpace, and then Facebook, and then Instagram. Like I got friends like that, like just straight
Just traveling
online.
through social media.
Yeah, social media friends. I've done business with them, everything. I never met them a day
That's interesting.
in life. Yeah, facts. Like the girl I was telling you about what the basketball league that I did the partnership with. She lived in Arizona. She was
Never
like,
met her?
nah.
Wow.
She used to go to Lehman in the Bronx, but to me, when I was a kid, the Bronx was another state. So by the time she
Bronx
finished,
still feel like another state sometimes.
Yeah.
The travel out there.
so by the time she finished college, like she moved to a different state. So I never met her in real life. Like I just followed her online, but that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, like as kids, like we used to always go to the backyard when
That
we
was
go out
just
to
the
parties, when we was
atmosphere.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Like we would just cut ass. But then sometimes the kids would come like, yo, I'm going, it's hard for me. Don't cut my ass today, alright? Like, alright, man. I'm taking a break.
I know exactly the people you're talking about.
People used to come like, please, don't cut my ass today.
Like, don't start talking about me. I don't want to be the top. Because you know what happened? Whenever somebody was really getting roasted, it became like a group session. It started getting passed around. Like, yo, everyone started cutting them at the same time. They're like, yo, I can't take this. I'm out of here. Like,
People wouldn't really leave though. That'd be the crazy part. And there'll be a long path to the front, so it's like a walk of shame. Like
it was the walk of shame because they had to open the gate and just walk through. All the way. The only time they got spared is when they turned the corner by the front.
Yeah. I remember one time me and this dude was cutting ass until it came nighttime. And then he was like, you know what? That's why you so black. Everybody just paused. And you heard the crickets at night. Everybody bust out laughing all at one time. I was like, damn, buddy.
Yeah, it did hurt when the joke didn't hit. When the joke didn't hit, everyone just like, hell, that's it.
The funniest part was when a new character came, like when Roger came.
I couldn't stand that guy. And I know some of them used to come after me because I was usually quiet. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to get status back here? Y'all trying to get status.
I mean, look at the options. Like it was you, it was me. It was like, nah. It was AJ. Like that's his brother.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be collateral damage.
And then it was Andy. Andy don't even care, so you can't.
Andy was on face. Simon was.
Simon used to brush
He
it
was just
off.
a character. Yeah, he was just. And Alan was kind of like, I don't know. Alan was too big.
Yeah, he would just laugh at everything.
Yeah, so it was just. I was like, Roger just came for me. I was like, whatever, man.
But we used to cut him too. He used to get mad. At one time we used to call him Hoot Hoot. We used to call him the owl because you ever watch the Tetro commercial? It's the owl
With the owl.
who had the big glasses.
Yeah.
He'd be like, woo, woo, woo. Because he used to try to pick your pockets in basketball. So like, woo, woo, woo. And then he was
He
like,
had his own sound effects.
and so he had glasses and he was short and pudgy, so we called him an owl. And then one day he came back brawling. He's like, yeah, then he bounced the ball flew back high up. He was like, oh man.
Yeah, character. It was a good time, man.
Yeah, man.
I wish they were recorded. They ain't on mine, but
Yo, it would have been a movie, bro.
It was definitely movie worthy, man.
And that's why I always tell people, yo, the best memories are the ones that we don't share, bro.
Facts, man.
The ones we can't show.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's what we need, more group events, man. That's all we need. We need to keep these group events going. You know?
Yeah, but now it's with the kids.
Some people be out here telling you.
Hey, my aunt and uncle taught me one thing. You know, have a space for the kids, like in the house, so they're secured. You know, have somebody watching them, and then you go outside and y'all have fun. That's where we used to. That's where I used to go. I used to be inside. Aunts and family members was outside turning up.
Nah, kids be bugging out, bro. You seen them Sunday.
That's why you need one older kid. One older kid to watch over them.
Well, it's at that time. The camera's saying it's full. I'm back up. So, closing thoughts?
Find your passion, man. Find your passion.
My closing thought. I don't even know. I don't got a closing thought for today.
You're not ready to close.
I just don't got a closing thought for today.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, like, you know, try to make the memories that'll last forever with the people you can't forget, because we live in memories. Like, yeah, we go through all this time, but those memories feel like just the other day. Like, we was in the backyard, and now we going, and now we got kids, so that's crazy. The other day we was watching our kids bug out. So it was like, damn, we really old, like.
We next level now.
Yeah, and then I see the kids our age now on the block playing, and I'm like, look at these kids, like, they're little kids.
I feel like I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I'll be like, you gotta show them how it's done, man. Y'all not really playing. Like,
bro, they be playing, bro. The other day, I'm sitting on my porch. I see these kids running and ringing people doorbells and running in the middle of the night. I'm like,
they're
yo,
pranking.
I'm like, yo, this is dangerous to do with
That's not the right play. That's not. We had our moments like the Halloween adventures, but I feel the playing is like more organized, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, we was really into sports. That was what kept us together a lot.
Yeah, a lot of kids don't play sports.
Yeah, we was into sports. That kept us in. That was all the group events, man.
Facts.
Basketball.
Football and basketball.
If I was football, pick City. I don't even
He couldn't play with us, man.
Yeah, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't grow up with y'all. People that I grew up with know me.
That's what they said in the hundreds.
He already seen it.
So the 80 niggas pulled up.
My people know me, like.
He already seen it, but hey, what you know what happens? Like, if 10 people come running chasing after you, what are you doing?
10 people? That's too much, man. You gotta.
Matter of fact, let's say 20. Let's say 20 of them coming at you, and they all got something.
You gotta regroup. You gotta backtrack. You took the wrong block.
Like, what are you gonna do? You go be like, all right.
I'm humble. I know when I'm outmatched.
You're like, oh, it's 10 20 people, so you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
You live to fight another day.
But sometimes those 10 people, they could be, I don't know. I don't know what they be going on in their body. But they could be messing up their old. They could be messing
I always
up
ask for the one-on-one, though. I used to be like, why can't we have a fair one? Why I gotta be a group?
They be messing up their own opportunity.
I mean,
then later on, they be like, damn, I really was wrong. You know those people where it's like, they think they was doing the right thing, then they go to jail. Then when they didn't come out, they be like, damn.
I was an idiot.
Yeah. But I'm not saying jail time. I'm basically saying, like, you regret it because you like, yo.
You reflect. Facts.
You reflect, one, and then two, you could have talked about it, whatever, to see what really it is. Because two real grown people, you can talk about it. Right?
I'm thinking now, like, this is a whole nother show now. I'm thinking, this is what I was going to say. Guys don't really talk about feelings, man. I don't think, when it's beef time, I ain't telling them how upset I am. I'm cursing them out, I'm joking on them.
I'm not talking about, like, regular type. I'm talking about, like, if two people, like, call each other brothers, don't they get to at least talk?
They should.
Exactly. I ain't talking about where it's two people like y'all already know, like all right, you was already my blah blah, this that and the third. I'm talking about where you just have a, because at the end of the day, like I got my own means, like we go through whatever we go through, but at the end of the day, like I give my brothers the benefit of the doubt to where we talk like, all right, because I done, even when we was younger,
All this to say he don't get his butt whooped in football, man. That's it.
People be thinking I'm trashing football. Like, I am not really trashing football. I'm Pig City.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching The Real Word. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody
Nobody
that's
got
been
to
supporting.
believe me, like,
Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. You can check out all our work on youtube.com/TheRealWordTV or The Real Word TV, one word on YouTube, or www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org. So, which one of you guys want to close out with the prayer?
I mean, you can.
Come on.
I ain't praying.
All right.
I pray a little different, but all right.
Go ahead, brother.
Dear Heavenly Father, Mother of the Earth, thank you for another day. Thank you for another beautiful weekend. Thank you for everything you've given us. Thank you for life. Thank you for family. Thank you for health and wealth. Thank you for everything you've given us. And I pray that we can give back and give more. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Good night and God bless you. Take care.
It's the real word. It's the real word.